And I'm going to be coming to you live from the Grapevine, on the Grapevine, where locals tell me they are mourning the projected cuts to Medicaid. I'm here with Sean White, one of the people who's participating in this march. This is one of several areas that will be impacted by the northbound I-5 roadway rehabilitation project. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. That's a lot better. He says the beacon would be added to this intersection between Morning Drive and College Avenue, the same one where the crossing guard was hit. Behind me is a pro-Palestinian march arriving on Truxton as Bernie Sanders and AOC bring their rally to Bakersfield. Tumbleweeds, fallen trees, and semi-trucks even falling over along the road, bringing their artwork off of the canvas. While some avoid the sun, others embrace it. It is a drive out of town to get groceries or even a cup of joe. Taking a look at our forecast again, starting off with our roof cam, you can see it's pretty cloudy out here in Bakersfield, but the sun is peeking through with some sky as well, bringing us overcast conditions. A school in the mountains had an unexpected visitor that just couldn't wait for the first day of school. I'm Avery Elowitt, your neighborhood reporter in Pine Mountain Club. One teacher at Peak to Peak Mountain Charter shared how a bear got into their classroom.
There is a bear inside the classroom.
And Tuesday evening, Elaine Salmon, a teacher at Peak to Peak Elementary School, was preparing her classroom for the new school year when an unexpected visitor showed up.
When I came back, I opened my classroom door and there was this bear charging towards the door.
Salmon said she shut the door, locking the bear inside with her cell phone.
So I went back to the office, closed the door, locked the bear in here, and then I went back to the office to call my husband, Ian. My first thought was, is it gonna do any damage? I have a brand new floor, and I already have my decorations up.
Thankfully, there was no damage to the room, except for one of the classroom's earthquake kits.
We usually have an earthquake kit where they have snacks just in case of an emergency, and went through that.
When Salmon's husband, Ian Sari, arrived, he knocked on the window to get the bear's attention.
When my husband came, we started knocking on the window to distract it.
And that's when it was go time.
The thing is, sadly, you have to hold the door open for it to stay open. So when he was holding the door open, that's when he called the bear's attention, and then the bear went by him like within a foot.
Then the bear ran back into the mountains. School staff then reviewed safety measures, with the first day of class about 1 week away.
Here, bear.
Salmon tells me the school has never had bears come nearby when students are around, but there are still precautions in place.
We have a shelter in place protocol where when there's a bear or any wild animal around, we lock the classrooms, make sure the kids don't get out until it's safe.
And after all that, Elaine tells me the bear came back again, proving that maybe the furry friend loves Salmon or her classroom. Pamela Gomez says her son Landon died at just 4 years old, leaving her with his belongings and memories tucked away at her home in Fraser Park. However, these mementos quickly turned to ashes as her house caught on fire. I'm Avery Elowitt, your neighborhood reporter. Now, she's left to pick up the pieces, mourning the loss of her home for the past 4 years while cherishing what still remains. Glass shards covering the ground, book pages scattered across the rubble, singed around the edges. The roof and solar panel caved in to what used to be a family home.
Like everything I owned for 29 years of living is reduced to a box and a duffel bag.
Pamela Gomez, who owned this Fraser Park home, was preparing to enter a new chapter, starting a new job in San Jose. But one night, while Gomez was out of town, she woke up to a phone call from her friend, Tracy Broderick, who lives down the street. A call that rapidly changed her life.
We don't know how the fire started. We heard that there was some booms. She wasn't present at the time when it did happen.
This is a picture of the house in 2021, when Gomez says she first bought it. Now, this is all that remains. After everything happens, what was going through your mind?
Because everything is gone.
And this house was more than a home.
Her son, when he was 4, he was part of a wrongful death due to, a faulty mechanic shop. And at 4 years old, he passed away in a car accident due to this. So she had a settlement, and she bought this house outright with the money from the settlement.
All burnt to a crisp.
Losing this house. It had, drawings, pictures, stuffed animals, his first baby blanket, his first pair of shoes, memories of him.
Except the corner of a dresser in her bedroom.
I just can't believe that every single one was okay.
Pictures of her family, and her late son.
A lot of these I can't replace. And like his book from his funeral,
As Gomez grieves the loss of her home while balancing her new job across the state, she received a notice and order to abate from Kern County Public Works, which states she has until July 30th to repair or remove the, quote, public nuisance.
That's not a lot of time to clean all of this up. And I don't know where, to take burnt wood and metal.
Jacob Clayton, the code compliance supervisor with Kern County Public Works, says the notice is intended to help start the cleanup process.
How do I get rid of this debris? Where do I start? Do I need permits? That's what is really important about that contact.
But it's possible Gomez might be able to get an extension from the county code compliance.
It's more or less get us in contact with that property owner so we can help them navigate whatever direction it takes them.
Hoping to help Gomez rebuild.
I don't really know what to do. I don't really have a support system of my own.
With only 30 days to clear her property, Gomez looks for the community support as she enters a new stage of her life. In Fraser Park, I'm Avery Elowitt, your neighborhood reporter. Everyone's dressed in black, carrying posters of tombstones, followed by a black hearse. I'm Avery Elowitt, your neighborhood reporter in downtown Bakersfield, where locals tell me they are mourning the projected cuts to Medicaid.
Who asked for this? I did it. Did you guys?
No! On Tuesday morning, many people marched from the Teamsters local union office, along the way picking up coffins, which they carried to Congressman David Valadeo's office.
And we're here to show that the death of Medicaid would mean the death to thousands of people.
Sean White, the vice president of Kern County PathPoint, says he sees firsthand the people who would be impacted by these cuts.
Well, I've dedicated my life to serving people with disabilities. We serve adults that are looking for employment, for independent living, and many other services that can allow them to live the life that they're choosing.
Amongst the marchers, more than 20 protesters, taking it a step further by fasting. One of the people fasting is Dolores Huerta.
We know so many people are going to go hungry, and many people are going to die if these cuts go through. And this is our way of putting a spiritual, might say, sacrifice, a very small sacrifice, to send that message to Valadeo that he's got to vote no on these cuts.
Another person who attended the rally was Kevin Esparza.
This isn't a funeral. It's a wake-up call.
Who says any potential cuts are a matter of life or death. Now, as a caregiver for his mother, Esparza says his job is also on the line.
Medicaid is much needed for folks like me. People around the world rely on Medicaid. Medicaid is cut down, then people would be out in the streets. I would lose my job because my job relies on Medicaid.
I reached out to Congressman David Valadeo's office for a comment. A statement was sent back saying, quote, "It's disappointing but not surprising to see Democrat activists resort to fear-mongering tactics when the facts don't support their claims. But protesters say,
we are not giving up.
They'll continue to speak up.
Please, Valadeo, remember your promise to my granddaughter who has disabilities that you would protect her. We're asking you to protect your constituents and people of California and people in the United States.
Organizers tell me this is the final nail in the coffin as the House is expected to vote on Thursday. In Bakersfield, I'm your neighborhood reporter, Avery Elowitt.